Well, it's a typical at-home, play quick, but it's early. You usually do that when you're down 2 games. You can get real quick and real confident at home.
Trying to get something going with Kobe Bryant. 2 youngest players in the history of the NBA are on these 2 teams. Kobe running the point. And they've got the hand check call on Isaiah Ryder.
Kobe Bryant individually one-on-one facing is so dangerous, and he's got the 3-point shot. He's got the package. He's going to be a brilliant player in this league. Getting significant playing time. You're right. First game he got some in garbage time. This is the first time he's been in a playoff game when they really need him, and he's making things happen.
Yeah, Kobe's numbers for the playoffs are 3 minutes and 4 points until now. That's his season averages, though, gives a little better idea. Played about 15 and a half a game. There was a streak there where he played about 25 minutes a game. But again, he's
guy, get the ball to him.
19 points, 8 out of 8 tonight. Anderson hasn't missed. Doubling the score of the Lakers. Kobe Bryant still in there, along with Derek Fisher. Shaquille feeds to Bryant with the reverse. You see the potential of the 18-year-old.
They're such a young
Knight with 1 out of 2, but the back tip goes to Eddie Jones. Lakers would like to, usually hear us saying like to cut it to 10. They'd like to cut it to 20. Kobe Bryant. Detroit traded him to Portland and has not had a lot of minutes, only about 15 minutes a game here in the Portland rotation.
Well, he's going to have to find a game and a team that can use him to get back in a rotation of an NBA club.
Kobe Bryant. This is interesting that Del Harris would decide to go. Del's an excellent coach, of course, but somewhat conservative, particularly with his talent. He would decide to go with the 18-year-old here at Portland.
Well, it just tells you what he knows about this kid and how talented he really is. I mean, he could go about where he wants to go. You know, you keep deciding, what is his position? Is it 2? Is it 3? But the way he handles the ball, I think eventually he could play a lot of 1. But I think he's capable of playing at least 3 positions, which isn't bad.
Well, you know, sometimes guards that are as good as he is, like Penny Hardaway, for instance, is really never a point guard.
But this kind of situation, you've got to get the ball up a little bit more quickly, try to get into something and get some shots. Bryant's going to try to create, but what he knows to do is go get his own shot, and there he gets it.
They're doing this methodically. Kobe Bryant's the pull-up jumper. My, what a game this youngster's having. He has. Portland had led by 31 with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. It's now an 11-point game, Chuck.
And this is what Jerry West saw when he made that big trade for Kobe Bryant. Look at this play. He's been the heart of this resurgence. Gets a big jumper there. A lot of struggle underneath. Watch here. Fakes up. Goes up over Kenny Anderson, elevates, gets the shot. We've got an 11-point game, and one of the problems have it.
Down 10.
Sabonis cannot get a shot off against O'Neal. He has really struggled.
Anderson fouls Kobe Bryant. Sabonis is 0 for 6 tonight, Chuck.
He's had a very, very difficult night in every way. Foul trouble all night, but he really hasn't get a look or a shot. I think in order for him to get shots, he's going to have to go outside and face, step back on pick and roll, something of that nature. But trying to work in the lane against O'Neal, he just doesn't seem to be able to get away from it.
Kobe Bryant's 2 for 4 from the line tonight, 5 of 10 from the field, has 12 points, 4 rebounds, 2 assists. And this young man is making his playoff debut. He had meaningless 3 minutes prior to this, but for all practical purposes, Kobe Bryant is coming out party is tonight.
No matter what.
The Lakers tonight are only 2 of 13 from beyond the arc. Kobe Bryant
set up a 3, and they got it.
It's back to a 9-point game. That one grabbed his jersey coming around, the veteran move. Here's Kobe. Gets a pick from Shaq. Sabonis steps out, has to feed it to Shaq. Back to Kobe Bryant, and he hits the 3. My goodness, did those 2 work, Shaquille O'Neal and Kobe Bryant, to get him open.
You know, watching Kobe Bryant, the games that we have had him work on his 3-point shot, he can in playoff basketball. One of many to come.
All right, they're trying to free up Kobe Bryant again. He's gone to the hoop, took the foul with 20.9 left. I'm just looking up his regular season stats here for Kobe Bryant, and his high in his career is 24 points. Inside the NBA, Vince Cellini, Derek Harper, and that with 6 on Sabonis. He'll be out of there. Kobe's 4 out of 6 at the line tonight.
A frustrating night for Arvydas Sabonis. As we're driving in tonight, we saw a wall about 4 stories high with his picture on it.
A stick figure drawn by looked like it was drawn by a child, but it was so big it would have had to have been a big child. And the only big child I knew was about 5 years ago when Shaquille O'Neal was a big child. So I don't know. Anyway, it's 96-89. Chance to cut it to 6 here by Kobe Bryant with 20.9 remaining. Kobe is 2 points below his career high.